One Ring Circus is, they think they have to do it all themselves. One Ring Circus is in protection, right? So you're realizing now, okay, if they do this grounding and work on their faith, they keep thinking that they have to do it all by themselves. So this is telling us they don't have a trust that they have a partnership with Spirit. So the conversation in your reading, if you understand what's going on, then you talk to them about that, and then they start feeling better, right? And the wishing well is also a card that's in upright, so that their manifestation will come as a result of them working on this, because it's not a static thing like, oh, you just, always do it by yourself. No, it's the better, you want to evolve them away from the thing that's challenging. That's the.
For example, as this is a fluorite egg, and as I place that egg, I might say, an egg represents new beginnings. This is fluorite, it's soft, it's green like the sea, it's green like the heart chakra. So in this time of new beginnings, again, opening the heart, being open to receive this time of new beginnings. I have a lot of eggs here because you talked about it's really time for a new beginning.
They will travel with you at night. When you leave your body at night, you go on an astral journey. And sometimes if you go through old emotional stuff, you may have nightmares. The dragons will go with you and they will clear the energy so that you don't have to go through that nightmare. This is especially good for children who are open and sensitive. If you know a child who has nightmares, just talk to them about dragons and ask the fire dragon to go with them and help them on their journey.
Spiritual journey, you have the chance to make that wonderful communion with your own spiritual guardian, your own spiritual guide. If you have that guide working with you, they are your eyes and ears in an unseen world, in a world that you cannot see into. They are who you turn to when you're lost. They are who you ask questions of in your deep meditation and contemplation. It's your spiritual guide and guardian that literally is opening the pathway for you to advance and grow in consciousness.
The perfect foundation for a spirit worker, of course, for any type of work with the spirit, healing work, readings, really going into it, is intuition. Intuition means into the soul. It's the voice of the soul. It speaks to every single person. Every single one of you is intuitive from one degree or another. We all have 6 senses, not 5 senses, 6 senses. So the 6th sense is intuition, the language of the soul. So you being a soul, you'll be able to realize what that feels like when you use your intuition and when you're not using your intuition.
The first thing we have to be clear of when we are opening ourselves up to receiving signs from the universe, the first thing is intention. What is your intention to receiving a sign? What is your clarity? What is the reason you want to hear from the universe? What kind of sign do you want? Do you want to know loved ones are okay? Do you want to know you're doing the right thing in your work, in your job, your career? Do you want to know if it's the right person for you to be married to, or a partnership? So all different reasons for receiving signs from the universe, but you have to be clear. The universe will always answer you and always give you what you want, but you have to send them the right order.
One of the most important ways for me to use crystals is to keep both my own energy and the energy around me safe and well protected. We have here a selection of crystals that I use on a daily basis for that purpose. So we have Smoky Quartz, which is a very good drawing off of negative or toxic energies stone. We have Shungite, which is very good for EMF. These are wonderful Herkimer Diamonds, and we are going to use these to create environmental healing as well as safe space. And then we have Black Tourmaline, we have Labradorite, some quartz, which is going to draw love into our environment, and some Selenite, which will really create a safe space.
I really have this idea that every time we hold up something to the angels, every time we speak to them, I believe they send us a reply. But really it's down to this: how willing are you to listen to the guidance of your angels? How willing are you to kind of stop and just be and just receive for a moment? So it's a two-way street with the angels. You speak, but you've also got to listen. So really spending time chatting up is the first thing, but also just taking time then to receive, just to breathe, meditate, to open up, or maybe just go a nice mindful walk, gives you the opportunity to maybe receive some of the guidance that's coming back to you.
No matter what you're feeling, what helps us to heal this unworthiness and to go from being an invisible spirit to being a manifested soul in physical form is being worthy to know the power of your light. And so when we say to ourselves, I'm worthy to know the power of my light, at that point, just by saying those words, we are saying, I'm ready to fully move into this body. I'm ready to live a purpose-driven reality, and I'm ready for everything in my life to be seen as an initiation into my soul's highest wisdom, and I'm ready to step forward to help this world evolve, to expand my light, and to transform everything in my life so I can finally have fun, I can finally live a life of inspiration, I can feel good and safe in my body, and I can start to help co-create a reality that is truly equal and abundant for all.
The history of archangels in Tarot include Archangel Raphael and Michael, as they tend to be in traditional tarot cards. Now, one of the things that people get confused about, and that I always like to kind of clear up, is that archangels are not guardian angels. They have a totally different purpose. You may work with archangels or a particular archangel all the time, but they are still different from your guardian angels.
In my soul readings, I discovered that the number one thing that is most common about starseed souls is they have this longing and yearning and almost like searching for a place to call home without really knowing where or what that even is or means. They may find themselves traveling around the world, feeling into should they live in this country or this country, or perhaps they're searching for that connection and that belonging in other people. Starseed souls are highly sensitive, and there can be this, something I call this homesickness for the stars.
As we investigate our past lives for information that can help us change our lives now, it's important to know that the lessons we're supposed to learn are our soul's directives. Our soul brought us to these experiences so that we can make choices, so that we can learn and grow and move towards enlightenment, both for ourselves and move the planet towards enlightenment as well. So, in thinking about what it is we want to change, it will be very valuable to consider some of the karmic causes, the reasons these difficulties become a part of our lives and our records. The first most common cause is repetition. Karmic repetition comes from a longing to repeat an experience. Repetition is absolutely the most common reason we experience things in this life.
Intuition bridges the physical and the non-physical world. It allows us to tune into things on an energetic level and gives us direction and influences us in a way that keeps us in the flow of energy that works toward our highest good. It keeps us flowing around obstacles. It keeps us flowing toward opportunities that connect with our heart and the things we really care about and want to manifest.